Welcome YouTube. Been away for a while. I have been so ill. I can't describe how ill I have been. And I've actually been sitting on this bit of information for quite a while now. I spoke to my friend. I mentioned him before. He's worked in the Hollywood sort of film industry for a few decades now, actually. He did some work on Prey, the latest installment of the Predator franchise, and I spoke to him a few months ago, and he said to me, "Have you heard of a film called Cocaine Bear that's coming out?" And I said, "Yeah, actually I have." I saw the trailer when it first dropped, and he was like, "I've actually been to see it." A friend of mine, not a friend of mine, but a friend of his, knew some people, and he got invited to a private screening or something or other so he went along. He had a couple of drinks. I believe he had some smoke, and he said, he was good with a group of good friends, and he enjoyed it. Had a really good night. I'll give you a bit of a backstory. Basically, it's sort of loosely based on a true story. I believe what happened was some guy who worked for the DEA or something like that, some federal government agency or something like that, and turned drug smuggler himself. And what happened was the plane he was in had some sort of fault or something like that, and they put it down to maybe there was a bit too much weight on board, so he threw some of the suitcases or bags or whatever that contained the cocaine in it, and to try and lighten the load, and apparently this didn't work, so he was having more difficulty, and I believe he eventually jumped ship. And I don't know what happened, whether the parachute didn't open or something along them lines, but I believe he died anyway. And basically, a bear, anyway, don't know if it was a black bear or a grizzly bear or whatever, but apparently a bear found one of these duffel bags or whatever and ate it. And I should imagine the bear went a bit off his head, and unfortunately the bear died. And when they opened the bear up, what did you call it? Post-mortem or whatever. I can't think of the word off the top of my head. But yeah, and they found in the stomach the packages of cocaine, So, the bear died. And I do believe that they've actually got the bear stuffed, and it's in some sort of museum or on display somewhere. Anyway, this film, the pilot, I believe, bails and survives and is trying to track down the missing drugs. And apparently the bear finds duffel bag and eats it, but instead of dying, it goes off its head. Basically, starts doing all sorts of mad stuff. And yeah, the people around, you know, are like, well, this bear's off his trolley, like, you know. Don't want to get too much into it. I haven't seen it myself. I'm just going off what my friend said. But it's actually a comedy. It's got Ray Liotta in it. I believe this is his last film before he retires. He's not known really for comedy, but I've actually seen him in a comedy, a film I quite enjoyed actually, Observe and Report, with Seth Rogen in it. I know Seth Rogen isn't everybody's cup of tea, but I actually quite enjoyed that film. I thought it was, yeah, I enjoyed it. It's, yeah, good comedy, good film. And Ray Liotta in it. Yeah, I think you know, he pulled it off quite well. I actually enjoyed it. Him in that film. He played his part to a T. Yeah. Now, my friend said to me, he said he really enjoyed it. And, you know, the company he was with at the time, and obviously, you know, he'd had a drink and whatnot, good mood and stuff, and fully enjoyed it, you know. Yeah, had many laughs, you know. But he did say to me, he said, do you know what, mate, you know, because I've known this guy a long time, and, you know, and he said, to be honest, he said, I don't think it would be your cup of tea. He said, it could be wrong, you know. He said, it's worth a watch, and he thinks I'd enjoy it, but it's not my sort of comedy. And I said, do you know what, mate, you from what I've seen from the trailer, I watched the trailer, and the first time I watched the trailer, I was like, oh, this seems interesting. Yeah, this could be a laugh, like. But when I rewatched it, like, you know, and I thought, actually, you know, I am going to watch the film when it comes out. I believe it comes out in February. You know, and I can see myself enjoying it, but the comedy for me is a little bit, I can see that being a bit of a put off, and I'm only going off the trailer, just certain things in the trailer. Yeah, so, but I think it's going to be huge in America, and I think a lot of people are going to like it, and I can actually see it being a bit of a big hit. For those of you who haven't heard about it or seen it, I shall just quickly play a bit of the trailer for you. I don't know while you can hear this.
What is that?
Beth, we should go.
Millions of dollars worth of cocaine fell from the sky this morning in Knoxville, Tennessee.
There's more of this out there. They dumped it somewhere.
I'm looking for my daughter.
Forest is a dangerous place.
Hey, Henry, check it out. Something got into it. A deer, maybe?
Inspired by true events.
You gonna get it.
You know, CGI on the bear looks
Take that ass on.
pretty good, you know.
The bear, he fucking did cocaine.
Bad did cocaine.
The bear did cocaine.
It was a bear.
Yeah.
Bear.
It was fun.
Hey, that's inappropriate.
You're safe. Bears can't climb trees.
Of course I can.
Yeah, bears can climb trees. Anyway, you get the gist. The bear eats the cocaine, goes off his head. And obviously the locals are all like, wow, what we gonna do, man? And yeah, so comedy and obviously a big scary bear off his head going round. What are you gonna do? Anyway, thank you for listening. Have a good day. Subscribe, hit that like button, and ring that bell as always. Ding dong. Thank you very much.